Let's talk about something else that's stupid and dumb. The 76ers, bro. They're 2-11. And now there's all these reports coming out about Embiid not being laid, and Maxey's mad about it.
Yeah.
Like, will this team even make the playoffs, Travis? That's the overarching question.
So.
I need to ask you that. Will they make the playoffs?
I think so. They're too damn talented to not. Remember, Tay, we got to slow down a bit here because Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid still have not played a game together.
Okay.
So, like, I'm sure, bro,
they're last in the East.
They're awful.
They're last.
Me and you are watching this team and making fun of them and like, man, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Imagine what Philly sports talk radio and Philly podcasts are doing right now. But I say all that to say,
yes,
the Maxey Embiid thing could actually be the best thing to happen to the team. So the rumors are after their last loss, there was a players-only meeting called by Kyle Lowry.
Mm-hmm.
In the meeting, Tyrese Maxey, who is the baller on the team right now, he's the only one doing any damn thing.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming taking a leadership role while these other stars are in and out of the lineup.
Right, yep.
Calls out Joel Embiid, allegedly. And says, you're late to everything, quote. You're late to everything, meetings, all of it. And so, look, you know, everyone says that these two are tight. Maxey and Embiid are tight. He's one of the reasons Maxey got paid is Embiid put the stamp on it and all that. So if they are tight, I think it could help the 76ers. It's like you and I. You and I are really tight. If I start slipping in any way, I already know. Now, you wouldn't do it on this platform. You wouldn't do it in front of everyone. But if it's a players-only meeting, if it's a me and you show meeting, you'd say it. And I'd be fine with it. And vice versa. If you're slipping, you better believe I'm calling you out. But I wouldn't do it in a public setting. Tyrese Maxey didn't do this in a public setting. He did it in a players-only meeting, allegedly. If Joel Embiid has any stones at all, he's okay with this and maybe looks in the mirror and maybe he's reflective. And he says, you know what? Young boy's right. Like, we stink. I'm not being held accountable. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I shoved a nerdy media member. Like, I gotta get my shack together. Maybe there is a fire that can be lit under this team. I'm not saying it solves everything, but I think it's something because this team is in shambles. Good on Tyrese Maxey, Ante.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. Good on him. I've been in these same type of locker rooms before, man. You're losing.
Walk me through it.
You're losing. Are you losing games, a string of games that you don't think you should lose? Vet says, hey, it's time for us to talk. Players only, maybe it's players and coaches only, whatever. You know what I mean? Let's have a sit down and come to Jesus talk. I've been in those conversations before.
Are their names called out in those situations?
Same, yes, 100%. And the thing about it is a good team, right, regardless of record, that a good team could have a bad record or a good record. A good team is a team that understands each other, can talk about things, all of this type of stuff, because realistically you can blame all of their losses on injuries, right? Like you said, the three main stars haven't played a game together yet, right? So you can blame it all on that. They could still be a good team. We don't know that. Here's the thing, though. The teams that will be good will be able to talk like how you and I could talk, like you were saying before, and say, okay, I take that. I accept that you're saying that, and I do need to be better, and I take accountability for that. And from now on, we move on from whatever happened in the past.
It's over.
And we get better. Now, what I think is going to happen is it's just going to keep on slipping because the 76ers have bad culture as a whole. It's going back to the Ben Simmons days. Going back to when they had Nerlens Noel on the team back in the day. They've always had bad culture. And so when you have bad culture, it breeds bad players with bad thoughts. And Joel Embiid, as much as I love his game, man, his brain between his two ears, bro, he just doesn't have it straightened out right now. And I love that Maxey is one of those guys who does have it figured out and knows what's important and has it all locked in. But right now, Embiid is not focused on winning basketball games for the 76ers.
Well,
He's worried about Joel Embiid.
You gave me a stat with him about free throws that blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean, that it shows you. I'll tell you the stat. 31 minutes that he played in that game against the Miami Heat, he had 0 free throws. This was the first time since 2018 that Joel Embiid has recorded a game without a free throw attempt.
Wow.
First time. That tells
insane.
you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
31 minutes.
does.
This is a dude that I used to see diving on the floor, playing hard. If you're not healthy, dude, then you're not healthy. Don't play. I don't want to hear the excuses. We see Kawhi. He over there not playing because he ain't healthy.
Right.
So just don't play, bro.
Yeah.
I understand people are on you, blah, 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 whatever. But, like, if my whole thing is how I've always been wired, man, my mom didn't care. There was no sick days at school.
Yeah, same.
There was none of that. If you're playing, you're playing. It's not, oh, I'm sick, I'm hurt, I couldn't do this.
Yeah.
No, you go as hard as possible until you get hurt again, bro. That's it. So if he wants to do that, if he dies on the floor, then Philly will celebrate him. They'll say, oh my God, Embiid gave it his all. He's diving on the floor. He's jumping out of bounds for blocks. He's doing all of this stuff, and he got hurt. It is what it is. We love that hard-nosed nature of him, and that's why he's our guy. Right now, he's playing soft basketball, and it's leading into soft basketball for the 76ers, and that's what Maxey is challenging.
I think that's well said. Bro, you just gave me PTSD with the moms. Oh, there is no sick day. My mom, bro, when I was sick, right? And I would stay at home, they made sure it was not Club Med. My mom would be like, listen, you're not watching TV. You ain't watching movies. You're going to sleep all day. And when you're awake, you're on medicines, chicken noodle soup, and you're reading books. I said, what? I'm going to school. I went to school sick as hell out there. I didn't give a damn.
What? The one time that I actually got sick where I couldn't do anything was in the summer, and I got the flu and I was hot. I'm like, when I got days off, I'm actually sick. This is
how
crazy.
Dare you?
Right. How dare you, bro?
Yo, moms did not play, man. But look at us. Look how we turned out. Fantastic.
Yeah, facts.